I'm surprised everybody know they hear the music. Frechido, you see they hear the music, Abby? Alphonse, you see they hear the music? Then I don't meet up. I think we can. Yeah, Nelly, welcome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nelly, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear the music playing in the background?
So
can you hear the music?
Yeah, I'm wondering why you're playing it now. Why you're listening that kind of.
Are you hearing the music? I want to be sure everyone is hearing it.
I'm hearing the music.
Okay.
What I'm hearing there is Calabar. I'm not hearing Usakare.
We are waiting for you to release that one now. Presido, I hope you hear the music. Now the main traditional Calabar song you play. Now so. You are free to dance, so where we are waiting for others to join. In exactly 4 minutes. 4 minutes time we will start, please. Exactly 4 minutes time, please, we will start. Or 3 minutes from now. I think today is our first day. That's why we are having these difficulties. From next week, we will try to start on time.
Auntie Joyce is here.
Yes.
Auntie Joyce. Unmute your voice record. Unmute it. Is mute.
Okay.
I wanna tell you a story. A little story. Let's go. A story of a Kenan. Kenan at the field with milk and honey. I was born in this Kenan. That's right. Born and bred in this Kenan. Let's go. I've been school for this Kenan.
Sorry, I didn't miss Carabao.
That's right.
Hey, in Carabao. Also, wow.
I did speak for this Kenan. I did sing for this Kenan. Yes, sir.
Boy, what the uncle? Really Kenan.
That's right. Boy, God,
Never
this Kenan.
started.
Hey, yes, Galata, boy, God, this Kenan. Boy, God, this
Don't worry, this December, all of us will go Christmas. All of us will go Christmas festival for Carabao this December. After reunion.
Cross River is our paradise.
Okay, I think we can start now. We have run over time. So, anyone that comes in later can join us.
You again.
Nelly, I hope you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me say that. Did you off camera?
You mean my camera? Yes,
Huh?
I put off the video.
Okay.
Nelly, you are a presenter. You have to allow people to see you. You are a presenter. People need to see you. Other people who do not, if other persons want to put off their camera, they can do so.
People see you.
Yeah. Allow us to see you. You know, if they teach us.
Come on.
Let us see who is teaching us. May not be saying that goes come they teach us.
Yes.
So
yes, presenter.
So I think we can now start.
Linus!
We can now start.
So
yeah.
Are you seeing me?
Yes, I can see you, Berry.
I am not seeing you.
You're not seeing
my screen. Should I share my screen?
Nelly, Nelly, put on your video, I beg. You are a facilitator. Everybody needs to see you. Eyambe Isaac, can you hear us?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you now.
I am not seeing you.
Isaac, can you hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me. If you are having, yes, okay.
I'm seeing only Borabasi. I'm not seeing Nelly.
I've on my video. My video is on. But I can see you now.
I can
You
see you now.
me? Okay.
Yeah. Madam Presenter. Hello.
Leave me now. Let me do my work. Leave me. Okay.
Now she be our chief lecturer. All of us learn from her.
So are you seeing me? Are you still seeing me?
No, we can't see you. Your video is
blank.
off.
Your video is off. I can see only Borabasi.
Okay, let us just start. Thank you everyone for coming to this our maiden training session. We're trying to see how we can impart some ICT skills to our youths and other members of the community who are interested, because it's very important. We live in an IT world. I'm not going to say much of it. I will allow the president to say, to tell us exactly why we are here. Please, I'm going to mute everybody now. I'm going to mute everybody now, please, so that we can concentrate. Yeah. So I have muted everybody. Only the person that is talking at any point in time will, if anybody is to talk, I will unmute the person so that the person can speak and all of us can hear him or her, so that we'll have a good meeting. I want to show something very quickly before we go on to the next item. I don't know if any of us knows how to use the raise hand functionality on Zoom. Does anybody know how to do that? Yambe Isaac, you should be able to do it now. We did that yesterday. I hope you can still remember how to do it. He said, we show I'm the thing, I don't forget. Hey, computer, voila, plenty. Yeah, Presido, you did this thing, but that one is to do thumbs up. It's different from raising hand. I'm trying to see. There is a different sign for raising hand. Anyway, just to save time, I can't remember where it is right now. So if you want to ask a question or say something while the meeting is going on, you can just raise your hand. So come to the bottom of your page. There's a place that is written reaction. Has everybody seen it? If you can see it, just give me a thumbs up like this. Reaction, the bottom of your window. So, good. So you will see a sign that shows like this. Just click on that sign. Once you click that sign, it shows on your screen. It can mean that you want to ask a question or you want to say something. Then immediately you are being acknowledged to say something. You can now remove the sign again. You can remove it. Okay, yeah, Presido has gotten it. That is the raise hand functionality. That is it, yes. So it is either you use the thumbs up sign or you use what Presido is showing now. Once you show that one, it means that you want to ask a question. So the moderator will now say, okay, for instance, I can now say, Alphonse, you can ask your question. And when I do that, I will allow him to unmute himself So he can now unmute himself and ask the question. After asking the question, he will mute himself again. Then maybe I call on the next person that raises up his or her hand, and the person also says what he wants to say and mutes himself again. It's just to make sure that there is no disorder in the meeting so that all of us can hear ourselves as the training is going on. So that is it. So we're going to go quickly into the next item on the agenda, which is we have done meeting and test running, Zoom setup and use tutorial. The next thing we are going to do is keynote address and mission statements by the youth president. This program is proudly powered by the Usakare General Youth Assembly, without which we will not be here. And we are very glad that they've given us the permission and all the support to run this program. And in fact, they are the ones who, drove this vision. And that is why we are here today. So we want to hear a goodwill message from the General President, Mr. Amaha Fons, who is going to, tell us why we are here today very briefly before we continue. So Mr. Alphonse, please, you can unmute yourself and speak to us. Mr. Alphonse, please unmute yourself. Mr. Alphonse, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we are on the next item, which is a keynote address from the General Youth President. Well, I will begin by greeting everybody. Good afternoon, because I know we share the same time zone. There is no European amongst us, and so it's afternoon, Cameroon and Nigeria. So, fellow youths, I want to welcome us all to this platform, which is geared towards enriching us in our IT knowledge. Some of us may have some basics, but there is no wrong in advancing it as time goes on. I want to appreciate the initiator of this program, Mr. Ambeno Bob, for such a laudable initiative, enjoying us all to concentrate and be sure to harness something from this program, which will enrich our basic IT knowledge and so open up new horizons for us in the global village. And so I want us to pay keen attention to those who will be dishing out some lectures to us, open our minds, widen our minds, so as to grasp as much as we can. Needless emphasizing the importance of ICT in this contemporary era. It is an arm for us. It is like a weapon for us to be able to get involved in international, national, and many other spheres. So the Usakare man or woman should not be left out despite the difficulties we have. We don't have a telecommunication network in our community, but it should not be a barrier for us, especially those of us who live out of the village. Let's seize this opportunity and so widen our scope, get into other businesses. The smartphone is a very good resource, but unfortunately, most of us use it for social aspects rather than economic aspects. Some people make millions from the use of a smartphone based on special ICT knowledge. So I will not take much of your time, but welcome you once more and pray that we should use this time judiciously and then harness as much as we can. So I will go back to the facilitator who will orientate us on what next we are going to do. Thank you very much. Oyab Mkaiferi,
Let's clap for our president for such a wonderful speech. Unfortunately, on Zoom, if all of us are muted, we cannot hear ourselves when we are clapping. But we thank God for China people who invented Zoom. So there is a functionality on Zoom that is clap. The same place where you saw that reaction, the first thing you see there is a sign that somebody's hands are like this. It means clap. So if you want to clap for somebody, you just click on that sign like you can see on my screen. I'm giving a virtual clap to the president, so you can also do so. Thank you for such a well articulated speech. So the next thing that we have on the agenda is students' needs and expectation. Mr. President, once more, please. Yeah. So, Mr. President, please, can you unmute and handle the student needs aspects before we go on?
Okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, on this aspect of students' needs and expectations, I want to believe it will come from the participants because needs can differ. But I will vividly give a few which I think can act as our springboard, our starting point. And in this respect, the needs of the participants may actually be like having a smartphone, having a laptop or a tablet to enable us anchor on this platform. And also time. Time is also very precious resource, so we should be able to sacrifice this time. I myself, maybe I would have been somewhere taking a bottle of drink, but I had to sacrifice this time for what is very important and necessary. So I will enjoin us all to also share this time and share its preciousness. Now, looking at the expectations at an individual level, I can say I am expecting to enrich my knowledge in ICT, though I have the basics. I am also expecting to see how ICT can enhance other aspects of my well-being. And thirdly, I want to think that I'm expecting to gain knowledge that could direct us into the job markets, that could help us obtain jobs, very lucrative jobs, which today you can't get without ICT knowledge. I am also expecting from the objectives I discussed with the chief anchor, I am expecting that from here we should be able to stand tall when it comes to ICT knowledge in any sphere, whether in competitions or at our job site or during jobs interviews where this knowledge is required. So by and large, more will be coming, but I think on my own perspective, these are some of the things we expect in this platform as we engage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. The next person, Isaac, please tell us what your expectations are. You can unmute yourself, please. What are you looking at from this course? What are you looking to gain from this training session? Please just tell us very quickly.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity and good evening. Good evening and good afternoon to everyone. Well, like I would say this is a very laudable opportunity for the people, especially youth of Usakare, having been where we are. I think this is an opportunity to give a child another medium personally, to develop personally. Like we are moving towards a digital world where technology is fast advancing, and with technology taking a very greater scope. So without technology, it's like you are back, you're behind. So this forum, this meeting, I think is giving us the opportunity to develop, to grow personally, so that we can also be fit to the challenging situations to compete outside the real market, so that I can be proud someday that I have some basic knowledge. And we know that our area is a very dynamic place. At any moment, opportunities can stand up, and with this knowledge, we can we can be proud to see this one will not be scared to push forward people to places. And in a greater extent, I say it's very important for us to develop personally. And I will say this is an opportunity to take the community to a greater height, to make us stand tall, to compete, to be able to compete with others. I think that's what I can see from now. And I also encourage this potential that Mr. Bassi is putting on, as well as the other of our youth who are so very much interested in a greater future. I think I always pray for that spirit, for that kind of mind, for a greater Usakare, for a united community, for a one people community. I think I will end there for now. Thank you, Mr. Bassi.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. Yeah. Barry, are there any specific needs that you're looking for out of this training session? So that's what we are looking at. We know what the needs of this person are. It will help us in designing the curriculum so that we know the ones that we can take, and we know the ones that we can say, okay, for this one, you need to go for specialized training. What we're just trying to do is to learn the basics. So let us know where each person is in terms of ICT knowledge so that we know, where to start from. So you can unmute yourself, please, Barry, and tell us what your needs are. Barry, can you hear me? Barry? Barry, can you hear me? Or do you want to type in the...
Don't bid now. Don't bid now. Wait.
Barry, please unmute yourself and tell us what your needs are. What specific needs are you looking for?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm very happy for this platform. I thank you for bringing it up for the Usakare youth. As it's they used to say it in geography that the world is a global village. Yeah, with this idea of coming up with the internet training, I think it is a very, very good idea that will help educate our Usakare youth globally. So I really want the performance or the attendance to be so with the ICT at least the world is as we can see the world is a technological world. At least with technology, everything is made easy and possible. So I'm very, very happy for this platform. That's just what I
Okay,
can say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Clarence, please, can you unmute yourself and tell us what your specific needs from this thing are? Is there any part of computers that you're having challenges with which you would like to maybe learn more about, so that we can try to see how we can.
Yeah. Are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you, sir. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon to everybody. I, for one, I want to express my extreme joy to you, the organizers of this program. I want to say it's a program very, very laudable. I am surprised to see a thing like this come up. It is something that is going to expose us, the Usakare, to the outside world. It will show that we are not left behind in a technological advancement era. It is going to be a platform that is going to expose and expand our minds, especially the youth of Usagare. I cannot overemphasize the essence of a program like this, a platform like this. Those who know will know. Those who know knows. I will not overemphasize. But my prayer is that as we have started in this spirit, it should be sustainable. Yes. We should not relent our efforts, and I also participation of the Usagare people. It's going to be a good platform where we organize maybe a roundtable conference with our political leaders to share ideas and seek way forward for Usagare. So to me, it's a very laudable program. I am very, very happy for you, the organizers, Mr. Bob, Mr. Alphonse, Mrs. Nelly. I wish and pray that we continue in this spirit. Thank you very much. That is my take.
Yes, thank you very much, Clarence. Thank you. Belinda just joined us. Belinda, could you tell us?
Problem.
Yeah. Nelly, hold on, please. Yeah, welcome. Belinda. Belinda, can you hear me?
I don't know if there's anybody here. I don't know.
That doesn't know who? What were you saying, Nelly?
I don't know. I said I want to start with the computer basics now.
Yes, we are taking expectations from people so that we know what their needs
are.
Yes. So the last person that will speak to us will be Belinda. After that one, you can now take on the floor. Belinda, can you hear me? Hello, Belinda. It's like you're in a moving vehicle. Can you hear me? Please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Belinda. Unmute yourself so that we can hear you. Okay, I think I don't know. Maybe she cannot hear us. Well, we can't hear her because our time is fast spent. I think we'll just go ahead and continue with the training. So we have Nelly amongst us, and Nelly is going to take us through computer basics, introduction to Windows, basics of computer operation, and all of it. So Nelly, please, the floor is yours. If you can put on your video, it will really help us so that we can see and the things you will be demonstrating to us as well. So I'm going to put everybody on mute now.
I told you that I'm using my phone now.
Yes.
Since that means I'll be sharing my screen, right?
Yeah, whichever way works for you. I mean, you're the Oga Kwata Kwata, so whichever way you choose. We just want to see the demonstration that you're doing because this is a practical class. So we need to, see and know those things. So I'm going to mute everybody now. Please let everybody remain mute. If anybody has any question to ask, just type it into the chat box. Then we'll take the question later so that we don't disrupt the class. Thank you. So, Nelly, you can unmute yourself and then you can start talking. Nelly, the floor is yours, please. You can start.
Good evening. My name is Blessing Lemchi Nelly. I'll be taking you guys on computer basics. I don't know if there's anybody that, let's start from what is a computer. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. It has ability to store, retrieve, and process data. You probably already know that you can use a computer to type documents, send emails, play games, edit and create spreadsheets, presentations, and even videos. So I'll be showing you the types of computers, that is the types of computers you have, the different types of computers, the PCS and Macs. Personal computers, which is the PCS, comes in two main types, PC and Macs. Both are fully functional, but they have different looks. Let me show you. Let me see if I can share. I'm trying to share my. Hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can. I can hear you. I think everyone can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you see my screen?
I think everyone can hear you.
Hello?
No, we're not seeing your screen yet. Are you sharing it? Are you sharing your screen yet? Are you sharing it? Okay,
yes.
you want to? Okay, wait. Let me make you host so that you'll be able to share your screen.
Okay, you want to? Okay, wait. Let me make you host so that you'll be able to share your screen.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
Okay, you can share your screen now. You can share your screen.
Okay, you can share your screen now.
Okay. Okay. Are you seeing my screen?
No, I can't see it.
No.
You can't see it. Okay.
No, when you share the screen, you click on the item you want to share. Then you click at the bottom that says share. Then it will now show. Once the screen is sharing, it's supposed to show now. Is it indicating on your window? Is it indicating on your phone that you're sharing your screen?
No, it's not.
And then it means you have not yet started sharing.
I've done.
See, when you click on the share screen button,
Share.
you click on either the picture or the document you want to share with us. You have to select it. When you click it, and then you click on a button.
I've done that already.
And it's supposed to show now. Once you start sharing, it will show on your phone that you're sharing screen with us.
I have done that.
It's still not showing. Okay, can you just continue with the lesson while we wait for the screen sharing to come up because of time?
I'm trying to. It's not connected.
And maybe it's the network. Just see if you can use the tools physically to demonstrate to us. Maybe like the laptop, okay, you don't have your laptop. Just try to see, just continue the lesson. I have a second listen. Let me get a laptop so that as you are demonstrating, as you're talking, I'll be showing it for people to see.
Okay. Okay, please, you are trying to share the screen. It's not connecting.
Just be talking. Maybe from next week we'll try and fix those problems. Just be speaking. Let's hear you.
Okay. We have two different types of computer. I mean, the desktop computer, laptop computers, and many people use desktop computer at work. I don't know if you have a desktop computer there. Do you have a desktop computer there so that you can show?
It's laptop I have.
There's a laptop computer. That is what you're saying, the laptop computer. That's the second type of computer. You may be familiar with it, which is the one that he's using now, which is a laptop computer or a laptop. Laptop are batteries or ACs powered personal mainly used at home or a handy device than a desktop computer, which is big and you can't carry around. Is a portable computer which you can put inside a bag or put inside any nylon to carry around than the desktop computer. Because a laptop is smaller than a desktop, it is more difficult to access. Its internal components is more difficult to access than the desktop computer. This means you may be able to upgrade them easily as a desktop than the main laptop. So a desktop computer, which I don't have it here, I would have shown you, but I don't have it here. And I have the picture here, but I can't show you because I can't share my screen with you guys, which I don't know what is the problem. So you know what is a laptop computer. Let's go to the next one. Are you hearing me? Hello?
Please, if you can hear her, can you give a thumbs up sign? Can you give a thumbs up sign if you can hear her, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Personal computers comes in two main styles, PC and Mac. Both are fully functional, but they have different looks and feels, and many people prefer one to the other. As for me, I prefer the Mac computer to the PC computer. So a PC computer, which is the one of the personal computers. A PC computer, this is a type of computer began with the origin of IBM PC that was introduced in 1981. Other companies began creating similar computers, which were called IBM. PC computable often shortens the PC. But if you're using the Mac computer, it's difficult than the PC computer. A PC computer is the sort of the Apple type of laptop, something like, which is more difficult to operate than the normal, which is the HP, right? So they comes into Mac. Then the Mac, that is the Mac means machine touch computer. That is the definition. It's just an abbreviation. The Mac is just an abbreviation, which is a machine touch computer, which was introduced in 1984. Yes, 1984, and it was the first widely sold personal computers. Yes. So with a graphical user interface, yes, or GUI, pronounced GUI. pronounced GOI. I don't know if you have heard about that. Hello. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Yes. Sorry. I don't know. Sorry to just cut in. Can we go to the can we move to the practicals, because we don't really have much time?
Okay, the practicals.
Yes.
That is what I'm trying to say. If I do the practicals, I have to show you pictures. And I cannot do the practicals without showing you pictures. Okay, you have
I have a laptop here. Okay. So if you like, if there's something you want to show us, I will demonstrate from here for people to see. That's why I brought the laptop.
Okay.
You understand? And so just tell us
Okay,
about the parts, then I will demonstrate here for them to see. I hope everybody can see me. Right? If you can see me, can you give a thumbs up sign, please? Okay, because I'll be doing the demonstration here as she's showing the parts. Nelly,
Okay.
you can see me, right? Okay.
Yeah. But yours is I don't know.
Mine
Yes,
it's
I
a
can
PC.
see.
It's a PC. It's a PC.
Okay.
So me and Mark are not friends at all.
Okay. Show them the monitor.
Monitor, okay. This is the monitor.
Yes, that's the monitor. So the uses of a monitor, the monitor works with a video card located inside the computer case, the monitor there, to display image or text on the screen. Newer monitor usually comes with LCD. That is, LCD means liquid crystal
display.
Yes, LCD means liquid crystal display, or LED, which means light emitted diode. Yes, this can be made. So, show them the power cord, please. Hello.
Yes, this is the power cord. This is the power cord, or they call it charger.
Yes.
The laptop.
So the power cord is the link. The power cord is the link between the power outlet and the power supply unit in the computer casing. If the power cord is not plugged in, the computer will not power on, which is the charger. Another word to call it is the charger. If it's not plugged, to protect your computer from voltage spikes, you can plug the power cord. So the keyboard, please show them the keyboard.
This is the keyboard.
That's the keyboard.
On the laptop. On a desktop, the keyboard is different. It's separated from it, but on the laptop, it is part of the computer.
So the use of a keyboard. The keyboard is one of the primary ways we communicate with the computer and enter data. There are many types of computer keyboards, including wired, wireless, and multimedia. So please show them the enter key. In the keyboard, we have so many keys. So one of the keys I want to show you is the enter key. The enter key. I know my laptop is bad, so I would have been showing you the enter key. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing the enter key?
Please, if you can see it, can you do thumbs up? If you can see the enter key on the keyboard. Okay.
Are they just two participants here?
I think the other ones are having connection issues. Berry and Belinda, they've been signed off. I don't know, maybe they're having internet issues. Clarence, can you hear us? Clarence.
The enter key carries out demands. Sorry, the enter key carries out commands. For example, while on the internet, you can type a website, a web address, and then press enter to go to the site. Are you understanding me? The enter key carries out commands. For example, while on the internet, you can type a web address and then press enter. You press enter to go to the site. It also used to start a new line in the word processing program. So the next is backspace. Show them the backspace keys, please.
See, backspace. That's the backspace key.
Okay. The backspace key erases the use of a backspace key erases the character to the left of the cursor. I don't know if I pronounce it well, cursor.
Yes.
Then the alphabetic, sorry, the alphanumeric key. Show them the alphanumeric key, please.
See.
The ones that start with the A, B, C, D.
So the alphanumeric keys. These are the alphabetical keys: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, up to Z. Then these ones are the numeric keys carrying the numbers. On some laptops, like this other one here, you have another, and on desktop, you have another set of numbers here. So if you don't want to use these other ones, you can use the ones by the corner, but this one only has on the top. So those are the keys that are used in typing. Continue.
Yeah, alphanumeric keys, that is just both. I combined the two in one word, alphanumeric keys. So the next key is the tab key. The tab key, tab, T-A-B, tab is written there.
See. That's the tab key.
The tab key is used to create indents in word processing programs. Also, if you are filling out a form online, you can use the tab key to switch to the next file. The tab key is used to create an indent in word processing program. Also, if you are filling out a form online, you can use the tab key to switch to the next file. The numeric keys, please. The next key is the numeric keys. Numeric key.
The numbers.
Yes, the numbers. The numeric keys, I don't know, the numeric keys on a laptop.
Yes, they are here on top from 1 to 9, then 0.
Yes, the numeric keypad resembles a calculator keypad. It's placed as a calculator keypad. Many users finds that it's easier to type numbers using the keypad. On some keypads, these keys doubles as arrows. Some comes in arrows, some don't comes in arrows. Some comes with the number and both in arrows. Some laptops or computer don't have them.
This one has the arrows. It's just that it will be difficult.
Does your own have?
No, this one has arrow, but you cannot see it now because I'm using it to do the zoom. Yeah, but this one does not have. This is an old laptop.
Okay.
But both of them are still the same thing. So if you type one here, it will give you the same thing. If you type one on the other one, it's the same thing you get.
The function keys. Show them the function keys.
Function, yeah. They are here at the top. Those keys that carry F from F1 to
F3 for F5.
Yes, F2, up to F12. Like for instance, if you are making presentation on PowerPoint, if you press F5, it will
programs
open the page for you.
These keys are shortcuts. They are used as shortcuts for common tasks. Most of the keys are used as shortcuts for programs. Some programs uses it as shortcuts. for common tasks. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. I think we can all hear you.
Okay. The escape key. The next key is the escape key.
Escape. That is here.
Show them the escape key.
Yes, that is here. You see, ESC is always written on it. Whether it is desktop
Yes.
or laptop, you always see it there.
Which means escape. The key allows you to stop a function or action. For example, if a website is taking too long to load, you can press the escape key to stop loading it. If you're loading a website and it's taking too long to load, you just press the escape key to stop loading it. That's just a shortcut.
Let me show a demonstration now. This laptop is actually bad, so it won't be easy to see most of the functions here. So now I'm trying to repair this system. It's trying to boot because the Windows is corrupt. So I need to remove the Windows and put a new one.
It's too shouting.
You see? What did you say?
It's too bright. It's too bright. You can't.
Is it possible to dim it?
Just dim it.
How does that work now?
Or you just bend the screen a little.
Okay. Okay, see. Can everybody see with this screen now? Please, if you can see, just give us a thumbs up. Everybody, can you see the screen?
Now, yes.
There's an operation going on this screen. The system is trying to boot. Now, if I want to stop this operation, what I do is I'll press that escape key. As I press it, you can see something that's coming up. It has stopped the operation from going on. So that is the use of the escape key. If you want to stop an operation that is taking place on the Windows, you just press it and it stops. The same way with Zoom, if somebody is sharing screen with you and the screen is coming out as full screen, or you're watching a film and the thing is coming out as full screen, if you want it to go back to the normal screen size, just press the escape key and it will just return back to the default. So you can continue.
The next key is the arrow keys. Arrow keys.
Arrow keys. That's this one, right? This.
Yes.
Down.
The arrow keys by your left. I don't know. By your left, yes. Sorry, by your right. How is your laptop?
So see the arrow keys here now. That used to go left, up, and down, isn't it?
Yes, I'm showing you the position where it is.
Yeah, this is it.
Those are the arrow keys.
This one goes right.
The arrow keys.
This one goes left. This one goes down. This goes up. Those four.
Yeah. The arrow keys are used for many purposes, including moving the cursor, scrolling a document, and controlling a game. So you can use it to control a game, scrolling a document, and for cursor too. So the next key is the next key is the control, alternate, and shift key. The control key and alternate key and the shift key, which is abbreviated CTRL, ALT, and shift. Are you seeing it?
Those are the control keys. They are in two places on the desktop. It's either you use this one or you use this one.
The control key, alternate, and shift key are designed to work in combination with other keys. Typically, hold down the control key or the alternate or the shift key, and then type another key to perform a specific task. For example, in many the control plus shift key will save a file. Just show them. If you want to save a file, you just the control and the shift key will help you save a file.
I'm pressing Control and Shift now.
Yes, will help you save a file.
Shift, alternate. If you want to save a file, if you don't want to use the normal button on your, like on your
Yes,
mouse,
you press
just use Control S. So let's say you are eating, like I'm eating now, I'm working at the same time, and maybe one of your hand is inside a bar or fufu, and you don't want to use the fufu to stain your keyboard. You can use your other hand, even your left hand, and just press Control S, and what you're working on will be saved without having to touch your mouse.
the file.
Yes. Now when the thing is saved, it is like a file, and it shows save item. You just press enter, and the file is saved. So that if you were typing something and maybe NEPA just took light and your laptop is about going off or your desktop, you just do that Control S and it saves the file for you.
Do you have a mouse?
Yes, I have a mouse here. Okay. This is a wired one. This one comes with a cable, but there's a wireless one that doesn't come with it doesn't come with cable. That one uses infrared. You just use it and it connects to the computer.
A mouse is a peripheral that is known. Are you hearing me? A mouse is a peripheral that is known as a pointing device. A mouse is a peripheral that is known as a pointing device. It lets you point objects on screen, click on them, and move them. There are two main types of mouse, optional and mechanical. Are you hearing me?
Yes. Nelly, please, you have just 2 minutes to round up, please, if you can try to summarize.
Okay. Optional mouse is an electronic eyes to detect movement and is easier to clean. The mechanical mouse uses a rolling ball to detect movement. Generally, a mechanical mouse is less expensive. Although it may require regular cleaning to keep it working properly. Then traditionally, a mouse connects to the computer using a USB or PS2 connection. However, you can also buy a wireless mouse, which can use Cutler or on your desktop. Mouse alternative, a touchpad mouse. A touchpad mouse is what he has on his laptop there. That touchpad, yes, a touchpad, that is what he has. That is an alternative. Mouse alternatives, a touchpad mouse, that is what he has there.
It's all like your touch screen on your phone, you know. But the difference between this one is that it has a cursor.
Yeah, touchpad, also called a trackpad, is a touch-sensitive pad that lets you control the pointer by making a drawing motion. So that is it. And
I think that should be.
You don't have a PC computer then now. What
No, I don't have a PC.
So the monitor port or USB ports, I think they are not important now for me to start explaining them, because you can't show, you must have a picture or something to show it. So I can't just, if I start describing or saying what they are using, their uses are for, but you won't understand.
Okay,
what
let's leave that one to the next class. By that time, maybe you would have been able to share your screen and we can do all of that then.
I don't know What is wrong? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the network because it went here today.
Yeah, because I think it is from your end, because myself and Presido did that screen sharing earlier on. He was able to share his screen with me, and I was able to share my own with him.
I don't know.
We didn't have any issues. So I think maybe it's got to do with your network.
Yeah, okay. So the rest inside of a computer, I don't know. I can't show you because you don't have a desktop, a PC computer there.
Yeah,
So you have a
let's
personal
see.
computer desktop.
See what because we have run out of time, and most of the persons that should have benefited from this computer appreciation class are not here.
I'm not here.
Because these two persons we have here, Alphonse and Isaac, I'm sure they've been using computers before, so they know most of these basic concepts. So I think at this point it is good for us to just move to the practicals, so that it will not be so boring for them, you know. See, miracle, my Windows has not started up for more than 1 year. Come on. God is good. Hey, I think my hey, Usakare, this is wonderful. I've not used this system for over a year because the Windows just stopped coming on. Now the thing just repaired itself on its own. So yeah, thank you very much, Nelly. Please, do we have any question? If you have any question, can you just show by raise of hand, then you cannot mute yourself and ask before we move to the next thing we are going to do. Any question from any of you? Okay, Isaac, ask your question, please. You can unmute yourself. Okay, yes, you can unmute yourself, please. Man, see miracle. Hey! Isaac, unmute yourself and ask your question. Can you hear me?
Well, actually, not a question, just a word of appreciation. Thanks to Madam Nelly Bless for the lesson we have had this evening. Yeah, just a word of thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. And I just want to add that I think this thing that we are doing, I think even God himself is in agreement with it. Because like I said earlier, I see this system, I'm not using it for over a year now. It's not been coming on. I have tried and tried and tried to restart it. It refused to. But today, just by bringing it to do demonstration, now the Windows has restarted and I'm able to open the system. It is indeed a miracle. So it just shows that God is in support of what we are trying to do. And I just hope that in subsequent edition, please let's try to talk to our friends and families to join up, because we can still learn one or two things. Even I've been using computers for almost 20 years now, but I can tell you that from what Nelly has taught us, I have learned one or two things, or things that I had forgotten. I have refreshed my memory. So let's just quickly move to practical, because all these things sound very vague to us. But before we go on, let me just ask, have you, both of you, I believe both of you are familiar with Microsoft Word now, isn't it? You're already familiar with Word, right? Alphonse and Isaac. Okay, yes, okay. What about Excel? You're familiar with Excel and PowerPoint? Okay, let's leave those ones for next week. Next week we'll try to enter those packages. Let's just go to internet today, since what I was supposed to take is internet. So let me just go on to the internet training. The basics of internet, email use, and electronic documents transfer. Now we all know what the internet is about. At least we are using it. I don't need to start defining what internet is, the history of internet, and all of that. I just want to go straight up to. I just want to go straight up to the usage and make it as practical as possible. So I'm going to share my screen so that you will see what I'm doing and you can follow. Let me see. At least if we had a complete set of beginners here, I would have said, okay, we'll start from how to open a browser and all of that. But I believe that all of us here know how to do that already. So there's no need trying to reinvent the wheel, you know. So I think I'm sharing my screen now. Can everybody see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, can you just indicate by giving a thumbs up? Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so I think we both know how to open emails now, so I don't need to start showing you that. I just want us to go okay. Isaac, you know how to open email now? You know how to open an email box, check email, and all of that, right? Yambe Isaac. Okay, good. So let me show us how to search for information. Let's say there is something that I want to find out. Maybe I just want to research on something. Like maybe people are arguing something. I say, okay, what year did? Let me use something very simple. What year did Cameroon get independence? Now, we have different types of browsers. We have Google Chrome, we have Internet Explorer, we have Opera Mini, we have Firefox, Mozilla, and the rest of them. There are several of them. But the one I like using most is Google Chrome because you can open multiple windows on it. And since it is owned by Google, if you open a Google Chrome browser, you don't need to start looking for www.google.com. Since it is Google that owns it, once you open the browser by default, it shows you a Google page. So anything you just type into the bar, you see? You can see what's showing on my screen, right? Okay. So one good thing with Google is that when you start searching something, it will give you suggestion on what you are trying to look for. So sometimes you don't even complete your typing. Like now, I type, what year did Cameroon? It is already suggesting gaining independence to me. So what I just do is I select and it just takes me there. So you can see the very first post that comes out here shows it very clearly, 1960. On January 1st, 1960, French Cameroon gained independence and became blah, 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 blah. So if I want to read more about this now, I'll just open a new tab. Go to that tab and I see the full article. You get? So I can now read through it and get all the information that I need. But if I go through this article and I'm not satisfied with it, or I need more information, I'll just go to the other options in the search engine. You have here history of Cameroon, and you have the summaries here showing. So by the time you look at the summary, those keywords that are highlighted in bold, you will know whether it contains what you are looking for or not. So from there, you can get the information you need. Now, let me go to, let's say I want to apply for admission. Assuming I want to do a master's degree now, and I'm looking for a master's degree in, let's say, master's degree in civil engineering. You see, It's already suggesting. Now, if I'm just looking for the masters anywhere, it doesn't matter any country in the world where it is. I just search generally, and it will be showing me different universities that have those kind of programs. But if I want to go to a specific country, let's say I'm looking for the master's degree in, let's say, Canada. You see that as I put in now, it's already suggesting Philippines, Canada, Germany, India, Australia, Singapore. It shows you the popular countries where you have that kind of degree. So it is now very easy for me to pick the one I want. Let's say I want Germany. You see, that is what makes Google better than other search engines, because it already has that artificial intelligence that when you start searching for something, it will be showing you suggestions. So it's very easy for you to pick what you are looking for among the options. And I think so far, Google is the best search engine. It gives you the best results that you're looking for, you know. So now I have different options here. Now I see this site. It is called findamasters.com. There is this other site called mygermanuniversity.com. This one is called mastersportal.com. Now, the good thing about some of these sites is that you can register on it, and you'll be getting alerts like every week or every month to tell you of the new master's degree opportunities that are coming out. So if I come to this site now, and I want to be getting information about a master's degree in civil engineering, already these two are being advertised. These are the ones that are being opened now, only these two. But maybe I have checked these two now. I now say open in new tab. I come to this one too, open in new tab. When you open in new tab, it opens it within that same window. You don't need to go to another window. But if I want to open it in a different window entirely, I can say open link in new window. You can see that it is opening another browser entirely. Now, there is another option. If I say open link in incognito window, it now opens the link in a different window entirely, which is not part of any browser. But we don't need that one. This one is complicated. A window that cannot be recognized, incognito window. We don't need that one. So when you are browsing with either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or maybe Internet Explorer, any of them, the best way to do is, if you're searching for information, use open in new tab. When you open it in new tab, it will just line up the search options along that window. Then you can now be going through them one by one to pick the one that you want. So that if you are not satisfied with any one, you just close it and move to the next one. But if I just go and click open, you see that it just opens that one for me. You get? Now, if I don't find the information I'm looking for here, it means I have to start going back again. If it is like this one now that you have maybe like 20 results, I'll now click open. It opens. I don't like what I see there. I go back. I go to the next result. I click it. I open. I go back. It is time consuming and very laborious. So the easiest thing to do is to use the open in new tab option. So that once you go to that new tab, check there, it doesn't give you what you want. You just close it, go back to the original window, and then open again from there in new tab, so that until you get what you want. If all of them have what you want, you can be gathering, like for instance, if you are writing a project or term paper, you can be gathering different information at the same time and still doing what you need. So this is for maybe you are searching for master's degree. Now, okay, let's say I search for this master's degree now, and I am satisfied with what I have seen. Maybe I'm interested in this now. I've read through the requirements. MSc Management and Engineering in Structural Engineering and Risk Management of Industrial Facilities. 2 years full time. I now read about what the course is all about, read more about this course, and I read all this thing, and I'm okay with it. It is what I'm looking for. Then I look at the entry requirements. First degree, a Bachelor of Engineering or Bachelor of Science degree in mechanical engineering or related discipline, sort of automotive, blah, 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 blah. So I look at all the requirements, and I know that I meet the requirements. Then look at the fees, the school fees. 22,000 euros for the entire program. That's 19,200 pounds. Then they say you get 10% early bird discount if you apply before January 15. Now let's look at when the program is going to start. It starts in October next year. That's when the program will start. So it means I have to start planning. Like if you want to apply for a foreign degree, you need time to plan for it because you need funding in terms of money to pay for school fees, your living costs as a student, visa costs, travel, books, and all those things. So if I look at this now, I look at the fees that's involved. It means that if I apply before January 15 and get admission, I can get this discount of 10%. So instead of 22,000 euros, I'll be paying 10% less, which is 2,200 euros, which is a lot of money. With that kind of money, I can use it to survive in Germany for at least 2 or 3 months. So if I'm okay with everything, I know that, okay, I have the funding and everything. I can now inquire about the course. So when I'm inquiring, what do? I enter my information here. Forget about this drop down. Let's assume that this thing is not here. I'll just put my name, type my first name in. See that tab key that Nelly talked about? I use it, move to the next field. Type in my name, last name. Type in my phone number. Now, since this is a foreign university, if I'm typing in this number and I'm entering my Nigerian number, I have to put the international dialing code. Because if I just put 080, if they call me like that, it will not go. Because they are not in the same country with me. So if I want the call to go, I need to put my international code. So I put +234 8024 184073. Then my email address. Where are you currently living? You now select the country where you are. Let's say Ghana. Or let me say Nigeria. Your nationality. That's the country that you are from. The country you have their passport as your main main nationality. Then what do you like information about? Any information that you want to find out that is not already here in this advertisement, you can now click. Let's say fees, entry requirements, language requirements, application procedure. If there is any other information you want to find out that's not listed here, you click other too. Then they say your message. So for instance, now I can write, dear sir, madam. You can now say, I am interested in the program. Blah, 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 blah. Now the normal way you send message or email. I'm interested in this program and I want to find out if you have available scholarships that will reduce the fees that I have to pay. Anything you want to find out, just type in the inquiry here. Then you say, send a copy to me for my record. It's always advisable to do this so that a copy is sent to your email so that you know that I had contacted this university on so and so day. And this is what I asked them. So that when they now reply you, you know that, okay, you have asked them for so and so information. So if they reply you and the information they've given you is not all what you asked for, You can still ask them the remaining one and say, okay, I asked for this, and this. You have not told me this. When you finish, you click on send inquiry, and it goes. You just click on it, and it goes. Now, how do you apply? Assuming you don't need any extra information, and you just want to apply directly to this university, what do? You, let me see. You click on this link. Let's see if it will take us to the university website directly. No, it does not. Anyway, the good thing about Google is that any website that you don't have, you can always search for it. So the name of this school now is RWTH Aachen University. Since this is not the university's website, it is just like a network or a portal where they advertise master's degree programs. You just pick the name of the university, put it here, and search. When you search, you see this page now, courses of study. So you go to the courses of study. From there, you now select the course that you're looking for. Good. So now you have courses of study. All courses of study are here. If you want to check here, it will be difficult because you know what you are looking for. You just go to master's degree program. They have teacher training subjects for master's students. That's if you want to be trained as a teacher while you're studying for your master's, you can check this one. Or international master's degree program taught in English. Master's degree program could be taught in German or in English because Germany is the official language is German. So if you're looking for a master's degree program that you'll be taught in English, just assume that you don't know how to speak German. You just click on this one, taught in English. So you know that any program that you're seeing here will be taught in English. So you don't need to worry about learning language. You can still learn the language, or if you want to, because if you want to work in Germany, you will need to learn the language, you know. But for your schooling, you won't have any problem because in the university, most people will be able to speak English, at least all your lecturers and fellow students in your department. So now we are looking for civil engineering. So you now click on civil engineering. And it takes me to the page for that program. So in this page now, all the detailed information about that program is being shown. The degree that is awarded, Master of Science, start of studies, winter semester, which is October. Standard period of study, 4 semesters. That means it's 2 years, 2 academic sessions. ECTS credits, that's the total credit point. Language, German or English. So if you decide that you want to be taught in English, fine. If you decide you want to learn the program in German, fine. So admission requirements, first university degree according to qualifications, exam regulations, proficiency in German or English. So for you to take a course in English, you must be able to speak English very well. For you to take a course in German, you must be able to speak German very well. Now, if you want to take the course in German and you cannot speak German, it means you have to spend additional 6 months or 1 year learning German itself and get the certificate that you can speak and write German before you go into the course. So that is just it. You look at the prerequisites and everything. Once you're okay with this, you can now go to the, let me look for where you can apply for the admission. Okay, international prospective students. So I'll click on here. Well, each website has different design. For some websites, on that page, they will show you where to apply. But this one now, they've not shown where to apply. So you have to go back to the university's page and look for the application form. So that's what I'm trying to look at now. Okay. Sometimes you may not see what you're looking for immediately. Each website always has a search function. So if you're looking for something in this website that you cannot easily find on the buttons, come to the search function and say application form. This time around, you're not just searching on Google, you are searching within that university's website for specific information you're looking for. Good. So the first thing we've seen here, frequently asked question, master's application, information for applicants, division 5.4, web application. So what I'm looking for is web application because I am looking for the online application form. Let's assume I've gotten all the information I need about requirement and all whatnot. I just want to go ahead and apply. So I just come here. Oh, it's not. Okay, this is not what I was looking for. So I'll go back. Okay, let me go to frequently asked question. Again, in this one too, you can still use the open in new tab button so that you don't have to start going back. Okay. Can I apply for a master's program even if I have not yet finished my bachelor's degree? Say yes. So you see that even if you are still in school doing BSc, you can apply for the master's program for this very school. You've gotten that information now. What do you need now? They say the faculty needs to review your background, seeing the document you uploaded, blah, blah, blah. So how do I create an application account? Because on most foreign universities, for you to apply, you need to create an account. To create an account, follow the instruction on how to register in the downloads section. Okay. Download step-by-step instruction, registration in this. Step-by-step instruction. So you see, websites are actually different in the way they are. There are some websites where you go to apply for admission is very straightforward. You just see apply here and the thing takes you. For some of them, you have to take time and look for information. So that is why in internet use, the more you use it, the more the more experience you get. Sometimes these things could take you several hours. I think this is the registration portal. So I'll just click here and okay. If you are not currently studying at this, you must first register online here. So this is where I should register. Good. So for me to register here now, the same normal filling of form, the same way you create an email, you select your title, put your name. Now, because I have been using Google Chrome for some time and it has gotten used to some of my information. So if I'm filling this form now, I don't need to start typing in my information one by one. I just come here to this thing, select. You can see that my first name has entered automatically. I come here, date of birth, I select, I fix it. Maiden name. That is for maybe women who are married, the name you are bearing when you are single. It doesn't apply to me. Nationality. I just enter that. Email address. I enter that. Maiden name. Now, there are some forms you fill, and this maiden name is like a compulsory field, which if you don't fill it, your form cannot submit. Because I do not have a maiden name, what I do is I put NA. It means not applicable. That means this does not apply to me because I'm not a woman who, even if I get married, I do not change my name as a man. So maiden name does not apply to me. So I now put not applicable. So if you are filling any form and they ask you for maiden name, and it is marked as a compulsory field, which if you don't fill, the form will not submit, just put NA there. Sometimes they may ask, do you have a disability? And you say no. And you go to the next place, they say, what disability do you have? Just put there NA. It means not applicable. It does not apply to you. In some cases, you see it in the drop-down menu. This is what we call drop-down menu. You know, things like this that gives you option. Some they will put not applicable as an option there, you select it. But if it is not there, just a blank space, you type it in. So now I'll say confirm data. I have confirmed the data. It is showing me preset language Dutch, which is German. I cannot speak German very well, so I will go back and change it. Preferred language, English. You get confirm data. You have confirmed the data. Everything you want is correct. So what do? You submit the data. It has now confirmed now that you have registered on the site. An email will be sent to blah, 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 blah for activating access. So what do? On most websites, whether it is for job or scholarship or admission, or maybe you are bidding for contract or you are trying to apply for grants or anything, in most websites today, they will ask you to create an account first. Just like when you're opening Zoom, you create an account, then they will say you should go to your email and verify that account for you to activate it. So I'm going to show you now how that is being done. So I'm going to my email now. Since this is my personal device, I don't need to start entering password if I want to open my email, because I'm the only one that has access to the device. So I can just leave it open. There's a way you can set it in Chrome that your email remains open. Anytime you just type in Gmail or Yahoo, it just takes you to your email direct. You don't need to sign in and sign out because it is your personal device. But if it is on a public computer, you need to be signing in and signing out because of your privacy, so that nobody goes to do anything there. So I'm going to check my email now and see if that message has come. I've not seen it in my inbox. One other thing you need to know about email, sometimes some important emails used to go and hide in in spam folder. So if you are expecting an email and you don't get it, go to your spam folder and check. Well, it has not come yet. Let me go back to inbox. Maybe the thing is delaying in coming, but I know it will surely come after some time. Sometimes it could be network. Sometimes it could be maybe because it's a weekend and the artist system is taking time to process it. But what happens is that when I get that email from that school, what I just do is I will just open the email, click on the link that I'm being told, and then confirm the account. Once I confirm the account, it will take me to the website of the school. That is where I will now continue to log in my information here on this form, and then continue the application. It's the same thing when you're applying for a job or any other kind of thing. This is normal sign-in form. But I can only sign in here after I must have confirmed my email. The purpose of doing that is to confirm that it is a real human being that filled that form, not a computer program. Because there are some computer programs that people create as a virus to use and hack information from websites, all these hackers. So they don't want computer viruses to come and hack their information. That's why they have to confirm that the email is actually from somebody. So I know that we are fast spent in terms of time. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. And if there is any question, I can take that. So if you want to ask any question, please just unmute yourself and ask the question. Isaac, are you with us? Alphonse, is there any question you want to ask, or there is anything you want me to demonstrate before we go?
Not really.
Okay.
At least this first part, this introductory part, is something I'm a bit familiar with.
Okay.
My interest would have been more on Excel, but since you see it in the next class, I will patiently wait.
Okay. Okay. That is why I actually asked of the expectation, because I don't like a situation where you teach people what they have already known completely. It's almost like a waste of time. Yeah, but
for this case, it's okay, because since it's a lecture for so many people, unfortunately, many did not attend. It would have as well benefited others. We did not know that they may not find interest in it. That's why we left the platform for everyone to be able to tap something from there. Because I can tell you seriously that there are people who don't even know the basics. So it would have really benefited them, but they prefer chatting and doing this or that on Facebook and WhatsApp. So it's okay. It was really a brilliant presentation. Yeah.
Okay. Isaac, anything? Isaac.
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything you don't understand, or anything you want to ask, or something you would have loved me to make sure?
For the lesson today, it wasn't very strange. I, for as a teacher, those are the preambles we teach pupils for computer lessons. So they were just familiar uh, aspects. Yes, hoping for the next lesson. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad for the session. I think we will only struggle to encourage more persons to come on the platform. There's more persons to come on the platform. That will really, so that the reach out will be very huge. Yes, so that you too, at least you'll be satisfied, happy that you have touched many people. So I think my interest now to see that we can bring in more people, so that at least we will not be just 4 3. The number should be a good number, so that at least you too put in your time, you'll be satisfied, you'll be happy for your services. Yes, but I appreciate very very much so far.
Okay. All right,
Thank
no
you.
problem. Thank you very much for attending. I think that would be about all for now. There's no much announcement to make other than I think we'll try to see if we can.
I want to find out something.
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I want to find out, were you recording this session?
Yes.
All right, because it may also be like a booster to some persons to know that we have kickstarted no matter the number. So we have to share it we share it in the group forum in the WhatsApp, so that some persons may see interest and join some other time.
Okay, no problem. I will after this meeting. Okay, yes. Finish up first.
So that's very important. And then when next is the next session?
Okay. I am looking at making it, if we can do it weekly, on a weekly basis for a start. But Nelly was saying that in a few months she will have to start her business. I think she's into restaurant business, and Sundays are their main days of making money. Sundays, Saturdays, so she may not have time to do it every week when she starts the business. So I think for now we'll try to, since we are doing the introductory part, we'll try to make it a weekly basis. Then as time goes on, we can be making it maybe two weeks, every two weeks.
Okay.
Yes, and one other thing, and one other thing.
On graphics.
You see?
Designing. I would love to take graphics designing.
Okay, can you handle that aspect? Are you proficient in that? Okay, good,
yes.
good. That's in fact that's the beauty of the thing. We want something that the part that you're comfortable with and you can handle. You come in and take that. Like Isaac, with time he will tell us the one he's comfortable with. He will take that part too, so that but it's not good to come in and see one teacher. It will be very boring for people. And of course, there's no how one person will know everything in computer. Is very wide. So at least the part which is internet, I know that I'm quite comfortable with that. So I try to handle that. Then
and Excel too. I'm sure you'll be the one to take Excel.
Well, Nelly will do that aspect. I will also come in. I have used Excel. I will not say I'm a champion in Excel, but at least for the basics, I think I can teach the basics of Excel. Then maybe the parts that are a little bit advanced, she can come in and take that part.
And you will tell her subsequently she should prepare some lecture notes, and least sharing some lecture notes will also help people to go back home and then work on the notes instead of just listening. And at least when notes are a package for notes, that like a reference work.
Yes, that's good. Actually, that's the reason why I had to record this, because this is like a hands-on thing. I had expected that most people will come out, so that when somebody has finished learning, we're supposed to give some exercises for people to go and try out, so that if when they replay the recording, they can try to recall some of the things that were done in class and then try to do the assignments on their own. Then if they have any difficulties, they can bring it back next time and we see how we try to assist, because the purpose of this is not just to fulfill all righteousness. We want to make sure that people actually have the skills. And the only way of testing that is by giving assignments and making sure that people do it. In fact, with time, we'll even be having class work where people will be working on their own and posting the results to us. The only problem now is that many persons do not have access to computer, but we will try to do that. At least if we give assignment, even if you don't have computer, you can borrow a friend's phone and use it to do the work. Maybe collect the thing on a flash drive or put it on your phone and, So the next class will actually be next Sunday, same time, and we'll try to start on time and finish on time. We really apologize for the delay. Because of the teaching problems we had.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop the recording.